What's up, family? Trail here, and I have to say this. The war is coming. Is the United States going to be forced into a war very soon? That's a very loaded question. But we have several signs that are leading towards that direction right now. And I have some of the details that I want to share with you in this video. Also, some states are preparing to send out inflation relief checks. In fact, we have about 17 states that have already committed to it, and there could be more states being added in the future. We have one state that's also have been approved for the summer PBT program, and they are sending out their benefits of $391 per eligible child this weekend. And last but not least, guys, hey, don't forget about the promotion with Moomoo, but we'll talk about that in just a moment. But anyways, guys, hey, in the meantime, you guys already know what to do. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, as well as make sure that you hit the like button for us. And let's start with the video. Vladimir Putin made an emergency announcement yesterday in which he announced that he is submitting that partial military mobilization for Russian citizens. Now, it says that the Russian President Vladimir Putin said that he signed a decree on a partial mobilization of Russian citizens from Wednesday and vowed to use all the means at their disposal to protect Russia nearly 7 months into his invasion of Ukraine. Now, Putin's veiled nuclear threat was dangerous and very reckless, but also not new, guys, as he has done it many times before, according to the NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg. He also said that, look, he knows very well that a nuclear war should never be fought and cannot be won, and it will have unprecedented consequences for the country of Russia. And therefore, NATO has also increased its military presence, especially in the eastern part of the alliance, to remove any room for miscalculation and misunderstanding in Moscow. But anyways, guys, only citizens who are currently in the reserve will be subject to conscription, and above all, those who served in the armed forces have a certain military specialty and relevant experience, Putin said in a televised address on Wednesday, during which he rallied against the West, per an AP translation. Now, again, guys, what exactly does this mean? Well, it means that Vladimir Putin is calling for those individuals that are on reserves right now in Russia to come forth to go ahead and fight, because we're probably going to send you to Ukraine so we can finish off their mission. So again, guys, they are looking to ask for more people to be able to join, as well as involuntarily individuals in Russia. So again, guys, this means that pretty much Russia is losing the battle in Ukraine, and it's not necessarily going as it was originally planned, but they need more forces, guys. They need more forces to continue to annex the entire country of Ukraine. Now, because of this calling for mobilization, hey, it has caused a Google trend to actually be started, guys. Yes, one of the top Google trends this week has been a search on Google saying of how to leave Russia. Yes, guys, it appears that those individuals that live in Russia have been Googling how to leave because they pretty much don't know how to leave. They probably never traveled outside of the country, but right now, because of this mobilization calling from the president, yes, they are trying to figure out exactly how they can leave the country. In addition to that, guys, hey, Russia has been calling for a nuclear threat. And yes, guys, he has been threatening to attack power plants in Ukraine. Yes, guys, that is exactly what has been going on over this past month or so in regards to the invasion of Ukraine, in which Ukraine has pretty much sent a Russian missile which almost hit a nuclear power plant. Yes, guys, this is pretty crazy. He does not have any remorse whatsoever to the individuals that are in Ukraine, but he is vowing to commit nuclear threats towards Ukraine and any other country that steps in relation to helping Ukraine out whatsoever, which you know who that is talking about, guys. He is specifically talking about the United States. So yes, the threat from Russia towards the United States is also happening right now, which is, like I said earlier in this video, guys, are we headed towards a war? Or will we be forced in a war, guys? But in regards to the message that Putin sent out earlier this week, the former President Donald Trump, he actually responded to Putin's warning. And what he said is, look, it's not a bluff. this is not a bluff coming from Putin. He says that this is real, but also he went on to say that this would probably not happen if he was still in the Oval Office, and he guarantees that. But other than that, guys, he said that, look, the Russian president is, yes, he is willing to use nuclear weapons in Ukraine as well as to other countries as well. Which I beg the question, guys, will the United States be forced into a war? World War III, might I add. But anyways, guys, that is exactly what we're dealing with. And also, we're also dealing with some tensions in regards to South Korea, in which the United States just sent one of their aircraft carriers, which had just arrived in South Korea, as a warning to North Korea. Yes, because of the specific threats from North Korea towards South Korea, in which the United States is one of their allies, in which they are showing support by sending one of their aircrafts to this particular area. But not only that, guys, we have also sent one of our warships to Taiwan. Yes, the U.S. as well as Canadian warships have sailed through Taiwan Strait for the second time in just a year, because we know of the tensions that are going on right now in regards to China and Taiwan, in which the United States has already said that we will back Taiwan with whatever they need. So yes, guys, the United States is a powerhouse. However, how much powerhouse can we be? I mean, we are pretty much supporting Taiwan, supporting South Korea, supporting Ukraine, and any other countries that come forth needing our assistance as well. So guys, I don't know what you think about this, but I really have the question: is the United States headed towards a war? I would like to interrupt this video to share with you my new preferred brokerage account that I use for buying and selling stocks. It is called Moomoo. I recently got them to offer my family and friends up to 15 free stocks. Now, in order to qualify, all you have to do is sign up using the link down below, and that will get you at least one free stock. And then after that, deposit $100, and that will give you an additional 4 free stocks. And if you deposit $2,000 or more, you can receive all 15 stocks for free. And the beauty about this is they could be worth up to $2,000. Now, if you do sign up, please remember to keep your money in your brokerage account at least 60 days, guys, in order to receive the stocks. And again, it's free money, so don't sleep on this opportunity. But anyways, let's get back into the video. But we do need to move on and go ahead and discuss some of the stimulus update news that we have for you today, in which we do have one state that previously was approved for the summer PEBT program, which, just to remind you guys, that is the program that offers students in school lunch or meal programs. So Tennessee, the state of Tennessee, has been approved for the summer PEBT program previously, and now it is time to actually distribute those benefits. And yes, those benefits is in the amount of $391 per eligible child. And yes, guys, it says that Tennessee has been approved for the summer PEBT program. The Department of Human Services will distribute $313 million in summer PEBT benefits to about 800,000 Tennessee children who participated in free reduced price school meals during the 2021 through 2022 school year. And those benefits are in the amount of $391 per eligible child. And yes, those benefits will start to load on existing cards such as EBT cards. Those are going to be loaded on those cards at the end of September, which I have the exact date for you guys, which is September the 26th. Now, I believe that is perhaps on Sunday or Monday. But anyways, guys, in the state of Tennessee, you can expect those benefits to be loaded on your EBT cards on September the 26th. But last but not least, guys, we do want to talk about, we have inflation relief checks, in which about 17 states so far have already approved of these inflation relief checks. And yes, these are coming directly from the government. If you file taxes in these particular 17 states, you could be getting an inflation relief check from the government. And the first state is obviously California, and they're saying that between October of 2022 and through January of 2023, millions of Californians will receive a tax rebate paid out in cash for the amount up to $1,050. Number 2, we have Colorado, which says that by the end of September, most Coloradians will have received a one-time tax rebate paid out in a mail check totaling around $750 for individual tax filers or $1,500 for joint filers. We also have the state of Delaware, which because of the Delaware Relief Rebate Program, they are saying that they are mailing out one-time payments of $300 called relief rebate checks to residents who filed their 2020 or their 2021 tax return or were either 18 and older as of December the 31st of 2021. Again, the first round of rebates were issued back in May, and now it is time to issue the second round of rebates right now. But anyways, guys, we also have the state of Florida, in which back in July, Governor Ron DeSantis announced the one-time $450 stimulus checks to low-income earners that were already participating in the state's temporary assistance for needy families, or also known as the TANF program. And yes, those checks have already gone out, guys. And also we have the state of Georgia, in which back in May, Governor Brian Kemp announced of some one-time tax refunds to residents with a tax liability in the 2020 tax year. And yes, those individual single tax filers qualify for funds up to $250. However, heads of households up to $375, and couples filing jointly could receive up to $500. We also have the state of Hawaii, in which back in June, Governor David Ige announced of some one-time tax refunds for Hawaii residents, in which if you are a single filer making less than $100,000 per year, or if you are a couple who made less than $200,000 per year, you will receive $300 stimulus checks. Also, the benefit also applies to dependents, which is a huge key point for Hawaii, in which those dependents means that a family of 4 would receive $1,200. Moving on, Idaho. Earlier this month, Governor Brad Little signed a new bill into law that redirects a state tax surplus into bonus rebates for residents who filed income taxes for both the 2020 and 2021 tax years. And the bonus rebate is going to be around $300 for individuals as well as $600 for joint filers. We also have the state of Illinois, in which as part of the state's $1.8 billion family relief plan, they are saying that this month residents began to receive a one-time income tax rebate totaling around $50 for single filers who earn less than $200,000 per year, as well as $100 for joint filers who earn less than $400,000 per year, as well as tax filers also receive an additional $100 per dependent for a maximum of up to 3 dependents in your household. Again, those payouts were either sent by direct deposit or either a mail check by mail. There is also an additional rebate for the state of Illinois, in which it could be worth up to $300 for homeowners if their gross income did not exceed above $500,000, or for joint filers, or $250,000 for all other tax returns. Moving on, guys, we have the state of Indiana, in which they are saying as part of the state's automatic taxpayer refund law, it says that single and joint tax filers for the tax year of 2020 will receive one-time rebates of either $125 or up to $250 respectively, regardless of the amount of income in your household. Moving on, we have the state of Maine, in which full-year residents who file a 2021 tax return by October the 31st of 2022 will qualify for $850 relief checks mailed to their homes. Eligibility is limited to those who make $100,000 or less for single filers, as well as $200,000 per year for joint filers. And the first round of relief checks in the state of Maine were mailed out back in June of 2022, but checks are still being sent out right now, and those will actually go out throughout the remaining of this year. Moving on, we have the state of Massachusetts, in which last week, guys, Governor Charlie Baker announced that tax rebate checks will be sent to full-year residents who file a 2021 tax return on or before October the 17th of this year. Now, the checks are automatic rebates based on the state law and will likely be worth about 13% of each resident's 2021 income tax liability. But anyways, those funds will be automatically sent to residents sometime in November through direct deposits or either by mail. Moving on, guys, New Jersey. If you haven't filed your 2020 tax return, you can still qualify for the New Jersey's Middle Class Tax Rebate Program, which offers a tax credit worth up to $500 for each child under the age of 6 years old. To qualify, residents must claim at least one dependent child and have a 2020 tax balance of either $1 or more. Moving on, New Mexico. There are a couple of tax rebates available to New Mexico residents for 2021 tax filers. An automatic rebate of $500 was sent back in July to joint filers as well as head of households who earn less than $150,000 per year, as well as $250 rebates was also sent to single filers who earn less than $75,000 per year. However, another refundable rebate for all residents followed in the month of August, and the second disbursement has no income thresholds, with single filers receiving $500 and joint filers and head of households receiving $1,000. And New Mexico residents can still claim both of these credits if they haven't yet filed their 2021 tax return. Moving on, the state of New York. Back in June, homeowners started receiving property tax rebates worth an average of $1,050. The average benefit in New York City is about $425 according to the press release. But in order to be eligible for this credit, New York residents need to qualify for the 2021 School Tax Relief Program, or also known as the STAR program, and also they have to have income below $250,000 for the 2020 tax year and have a school tax liability for this 2022 through 2023 school year that is more than their 2022 STAR benefit. And more information is also available on the Department of Taxation and Finance website. But also in the state of New York, as late August, New York City Mayor Eric Adams signed legislation to provide a one-time property tax rebate of up to $150 to hundreds of thousands of eligible New York City homeowners. And that information is on that website. Also, the state of Pennsylvania, as of September, low-income homeowners enrolled in Pennsylvania's property tax rent and rebate program will receive a one-time tax rebate, and to be eligible, homeowners must be 65 and older, or widows and widowers 50 and older, or people with disabilities 18 years old and older. Now, the bonus rebate follows a previous rebate that residents claimed back in 2021, but the new rebate will be sent in September, amounting to 70% of the original rebate that they received previously. Now, that means a claimant who received a maximum standard rebate of $650 last year will receive an additional one-time bonus rebate of $455 this year in September. But again, guys, in the state of Pennsylvania, it's not too late to claim both of these rebates, but the deadline for the first disbursement has been extended to December the 31st of this year. So you still have a little bit of time to claim these rebates in Pennsylvania. Also, South Carolina, as part of the tax cuts bill, South Carolina residents who have a tax liability in their 2021 returns will receive a rebate worth up to $700. That amount is an estimate. The actual maximum amount will be calculated by the state's Department of Revenue sometime after October the 17th, and the funds will be sent by the end of this year, but no later than October the 17th, which is the deadline to actually claim the rebates in South Carolina. And moving on, guys, the last state that we have on the list is Virginia, in which it says that to help families lower the cost of living, Governor Glenn Youngkin recently announced that Virginia residents with a tax liability in 2021 are eligible to receive a one-time rebate of $250 for single filers and $500 for joint filers. Now, in order to receive this rebate, residents must file their 2021 tax returns by November the 1st. So you still have a little bit of time, guys, and residents who file their tax returns by July the 1st should receive their rebate via direct deposit or a mail check by October the 31st. But residents with tax returns filed between July and November the 1st should receive their rebate within 4 months of their filing date. So again, guys, those are the 17 states that have approved and have already sent out checks or still need to send out checks throughout the remaining of this year. Again, guys, I will include a link to this article down below in the description so that you can read all the information out in its entirety. But anyways, guys, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. But as a quick reminder, don't forget about the promotion with Moomoo, where they're giving out 15 free stocks, and that link will be down below. But don't forget that the promotion ends at the end of this month. But anyways, guys, hey, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.